Hello Naturally Beauties, good morning, how y'all doing? Hope y'all are having a blessed day. So I'm just seeing how many people is gonna watch. I wanted to go live because I wanted to talk about some things. I'm actually working today. I mentioned this a while back. I do nursing workers, so I go from, different patients, seeing about them. Of course, this is just something I do on the side. It ain't like, nothing permanent or anything. Hey, how you doing? This nursing job is not nothing like permanent or anything like that. It's just something I kind of do on the side, like part-time, to make, extra money, because, I'm not fully open with the salon yet. And even when I was doing hair on my back porch full-time, still you have clients that will cancel on you, won't even show up, things of that nature. So therefore I was like, well, I got to get some other kind of job to bring in some money, because I believe in supporting my family. Of course, my husband he work hard, he bring home the money. But, us women, we want our money. We want our own money on the side. Yes, our husbands, our boyfriend, fiance, they give us money. Hopefully, your man give you money, when he makes money. But still, we want that little, extra money to go do the extra stuff we want to do. And plus, you never know when your man is going to, need help. Yes, I'm doing it's like practical nurse, called CNA, but it's kind of like in the middle. They send you from house to house, sometimes out your city, and you would go different places and see by different patients that's in their house. Sometimes they might do like and got their mom. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes if you're like your mom or your grandma was in a nursing home and you want that personal care for somebody to be there for, a couple of hours, then they'll send you there too. So my mama, she do this kind of work, so she the one got me hooked onto it. Okay. I did thought about going to school.
Turn right onto West Broad Street.
I did thought about going to school to become like another kind of nurse, but I decided, that wasn't for me.
Take the next right onto West Broad Street.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, you said about the RN. I thought about one time going back to school, like a LPN or something, but that didn't work out. Cause really, and it was last year, and I think I might have did a video about it. I did go back to school, and I actually wanted to become a dermatologist, because I wanted to get in the medical field, or you have skin and nails. So that's what I thought about doing. But then it didn't work out, because the school that I was attending, they didn't really offer that. So they was telling me I would have to take LPN classes, CNA class, stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's not really pertaining to have skin and nails. I was like, so. But anyway, y'all, what I really come live to talk about is, as y'all all know, well, it's been like 2 weeks since I posted the video. And I'm come to explain to y'all, I'm actually taking a little break. I know that I posted, I think I posted like a picture or something about a video of me doing my husband's hair.
Continue on West Broad Street for half a mile.
Yeah, see, that's what some of the stuff you talking about in medical spots and nurse. Yeah, see, that's what I was was trying to do things of that nature. Because see, in a city very close to me, they have a dermatologist office. So when I went there for a job, because I'm thinking, okay, I went to school for hair, skin, and nails. I got my degree. I did this, I did that. So when I went there to try to get a job there, and I just wanted to kind of be like an assistant. I didn't want to be like an actual doctor. I wanted to be like a nursing assistant for a dermatologist. So when I actually went there to try to apply for a job, they said I would have to go to school to get a degree in that. Like, even though, they would say, well, that's good. You already, got your cosmetology degree, but you're going to need a little bit more for the medical part of it. So that's what I was actually going to school. Right onto East Oakland Avenue. That's what I was actually going to school to try to, do for. But my school didn't offer that. I was like, well, where are these dermatology people went to school at? Because I called around surrounding areas. Like, I'm about 25 minutes away from Tallahassee. So I called some schools there, like Kaiser University. I'm like, well, they are medical school. They got to offer, that. Well, no, they were telling me the same thing. They was like, well, you have to take, LPN class, CNA, something like that. I did not want to do that. East Oakland Avenue. I did not want to do that. Yeah, the school didn't offer that program. I did not want to. Continue. I didn't want to do it. I did it for 2 semesters. I went to school for, I think it was practical nurse. It was one of them I was taking up. And no, I'm not doing it. Yeah. So, anyway, y'all, I really come live to talk about something that I wanted to let y'all know. It's a little bit sad news, y'all. It's not good news. It's not like sad news, but it's not good news. No, I'm not leaving YouTube. No, I'm not giving up doing hair. I love doing hair. I'm going to do hair till the day I die and Jesus come and take me home. No, I do not have coronavirus. I know things coming through your head like, she said she got some bad news. She's going to leave YouTube. She's not going to do hair. Maybe she got a corona. No, it's none of that, y'all. But it is something that pertains to my health. Now, last year, I don't know if some of y'all was connected with me last year, but last year I did a couple of videos about my health problem. For one thing, I told y'all that I was diagnosed with pseudotumor. And in case you're wondering what's a pseudotumor, a pseudotumor it's not a real tumor, it's a false tumor. And what it means, it's pressure. You have pressure in your brain, which caused me to have migraines and headaches all the time. And in some of my videos that I do, I mentioned that I have a migraine, I'm not feeling very well. So, anyway, I was diagnosed with pseudotumor about 2 years ago. It was right after, well, I've been dealing with migraines and headaches for a very long time. Like, it started when I was in high school. I was dealing with migraines and headaches. Well, once I had my oldest daughter, once I had her, it got worse. Like, my migraines, my headache, they got worse. I used to have them, every now and then, but then I started to get them, 2 and 3 times a week. Well, then they got worse and worse and worse till I started to get them every other day. Right after I had my oldest daughter, they started to get worse. And then, like, let's see, about years ago, before I find out, yeah, they are very painful. Before I find out I was pregnant with my baby girl, before I found out I was pregnant, I went to the doctor. They did CAT scan and all that. And that's when they discovered about my pseudotumor. So during that time, she my doctor found out I had a pseudotumor, and it was my regular doctor, so she recommended me and she got me a neurologist doctor. So I would have to go like 30 minutes away to see him. Right when I started to see him, that's when I found out I was pregnant. So they wanted to run more tests, but they couldn't do it because I was pregnant with my baby girl, Sugar. So anyway, after I had her, I also have anemia. So my blood be real low all the time. So right after I had her, my anemia started acting up too. So I would have to go to my oncologist doctor and get treatments once a week through my IV. So I was back and forth going to this doctor out of town, back and forth to my neurologist doctor for my brain, about my migraines. So as they ran more tests, they found out I had the pseudotumor. So the next thing was they to find out what caused me to have the pseudotumor. What was causing me to have migraines and headaches, because after I had my baby girl about a year later, that's when I started to have my migraines every single day. It might go away for 2 or 3 hours, but then time lunch come, my migraines come back, and I'm talking about they coming with full force, like that. Continue to go to the doctor. They start sending me to an eye doctor because certain times when I have my migraine on my left side, this eye would get blurry and I couldn't see. And last year we did our family trip to Jacksonville, because I told y'all that's where my husband from. So every year we do a family trip, once or twice a year, to go visit his family. So we went there, and I ended up getting in a wreck because I had a migraine and I couldn't see out my left eye. Yes, the doctor gave me medication for my migraine, but they don't help. And mainly the medicine they give me, it always say do not operate a vehicle, do not do this, do not do that. So I'm like, well, how am I supposed to take this medication? I'm not the type of person that sits still 24 hours a day. I don't stay home. I mean, even if I'm not working, because I do this nursing thing on and off. It's not something that I continue to do. I do it on and off. I might do it for 6 months, then I take a break and don't do it. So even when I'm not working, and I'm not doing hair or something, I'm on the go. I got to be doing something. I am on the go. I'm not somebody that just sit at home, don't do nothing. Even with my kids, we get dressed, we go. Even if my husband feel like he's tired from work, I'm like, well, we gone. I'm not the person that stay home. So with the medicine they give me, it say, do not do this, do not operate a vehicle. They mainly knock me out and put me to sleep. That's what the medication do. And they not helping my migraine. What they're actually doing is putting me to sleep where I won't feel the pain in my head. But then when I wake up, the pain is back. So, it's because the medication wasn't helping. So they was like, well, it's got to be more things going on with your head instead of this pseudotumor. They say either the pseudotumor is really bad or it's more to this. So then they started to send me to other specialists, like getting my brain examined at another doctor. They actually sent me, and I actually did a video about this last year or whatever, and I'll probably leave it down in the description box whenever I make it back to the house and get a chance to, do it. But I did a video last year about my pseudotumor when he actually sent me to, it was something like a sleep studies or something like that. Anyway, I stayed there for a whole day and night. I was asleep because I told him I get the migraine But I also get them during the day. Like some mornings I make up, I'm good, I don't have a migraine. But before the day is over with, like, let's say I wake up around about 7 o'clock, I leave the house, I'm working, I'm not working, if anything was going on at night. Well, he run that test, he said, well, we don't see anything going on with your brain at night. And I was telling him, I get migraines out of nowhere. It's not just when I wake up in the mornings, I get migraines whenever they feel like they want to come. So he continued to run more tests, more tests. They even did some kind of test where it was just so painful. I couldn't even take it yet. So anyways, my migraine just continued to get worse and worse. So a couple of months ago, and this been last year, y'all, since I had to went and see that neurologist, I stopped going to him. And I did another video last year where I told y'all that they stopped me. They were still giving me the pills, take them as needed. But y'all know seen the commercials about you got migraines, you give yourself the injections, and the injections is the shots where you get the needle and you stick yourself with the needles. Who want to give themselves shots when they get migraines? Who want to does that? Now with these shots, you give them 2 times a month. You do it twice a month, beginning of the month, and then you do it 2 weeks after that. I did not enjoy that. And on top of that, they wasn't helping me. It's different. If they was helping, then I probably, would have just toughed it up and, did it. But I couldn't, it wasn't helping. I wasn't giving my own self a shot. I have other cousins that are nurses and doctors in my family, so they would give it to me because I couldn't do it myself. So anyway, hey, Tony, how you doing? Okay, someone was calling my phone. I was trying to cancel the call. But hey, how you doing? Yeah, so the shots wasn't helping me, y'all. The shots wasn't helping me at all. So, like I said, I stopped going to the doctor because it seemed like he was using me as a guinea pig. Every shot come out, because y'all know yeah, that's what it sounded like. Complication with it. Yeah. So every new ejection shot they was coming out with, every time I went to see him, like every 2 weeks I was going to see him. Every time I go, he want me to try, you heard of this shot? And I'm like, so I told my husband I wasn't going back to him because he seemed like he was using me as a kid. And my husband said, yeah, they not finna use my wife as a guinea pig for her to try every medication, every shot dealing with migraine to try out. Oh, I got my seatbelt on. I just keep it like this because, baby. Woo! But I got it on. But thanks for looking out for me. But so I stopped going to that doctor. Another reason why I stopped going to him is I had a nightmare, y'all. And when I tell you this nightmare seemed so real, y'all, this nightmare seemed real. I had a dream that they did surgery on my head. And in the dream, I was asleep, I was out of it. And my husband, he was in the dream, he was beside me. And he was crying, and he was like, baby, you got to wake up. They did surgery. They said it was going to help you migraine, but, it made you got into a little, like, coma. Baby, you got to wake up. I need you. And the dream just seemed so real, y'all. I woke up, and I screamed. I woke up that night, and I screamed. And when I screamed, my heart started racing and everything. And my husband, he jumped up. He was like, baby, what's wrong? And I was like, we home? And my husband was like, yeah, we home. I thought I was at the hospital. I was like, baby, I thought I was at the hospital. And he was like, no, baby, we're home. And so I began to tell him, baby, I had a dream that you locked that doctor, did surgery on my head, and I had it caused me to go to a coma. You was crying, and it just woke me up because it seemed it so real. Like, it's like I felt my husband crying. I felt him holding my hand. I felt all of that, and it seemed it so real. That's when I told my doctor, I said, I'm not going by to see that neurologist. I'm not going by. So I continued to go to the other doctor for my anemia to get my treatments. I wasn't having no problems with that. The only problems with that was the treatments were making me tired, nauseous, all that. And I got tired of that, but I was still going. So after going there for a couple of months, and it was a she doctor that was doing my treatments. She told me my blood level had picked back up and I was doing good. Okay, so I for a good while. She said when your regular doctor check you, and if your blood start to get back low, then that's when you come back to me and we'll begin your treatments back. Okay, so I stopped going to her because of that reason. So I went to my doctor a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks now. I went to my regular doctor, and she asked me about my migraines, how was they doing, and I told her that I don't get them every day. Like, I wake up with it, I go to sleep with it. I said every day, just about every day, I don't get a migraine. I said sometimes it comes with full force, sometimes it starts off as a small little pain. I take some pills, it might go away. If it don't go away, it continue to get worse and worse, and within the next hour or two, it's a full migraine. So that's when she started to look into it. She said, well, let me check your blood level again. She said, hopefully your blood is not low on you again. She said, if your blood is low, we're going to look deeper into your blood and your CAT scan about your pseudotumor, and we're going to see if there's any connection with it. And so she said, because it could be with your low blood, it causing you to have the migraines, or vice versa, the pseudotumor can be doing something to your blood. She said, hey, my friend. Hey, my friend. Yeah, friend. So I'm just talking about my medical issue that I'm dealing with. But that's my friend. Just said, hey, y'all go check him out. His name is Anthony. He has a YouTube channel. Y'all, he's blind. He has a YouTube channel. If you can, when you get through leaving this live, go and check him out. Subscribe to him. He do different videos with different blind people. They tell their testimony, they tell their stories, and you just got to listen. You would be amazed. He got friends that are blind. They can sing, they can cook, they work, they do everything. Go and check my boy Anthony. You're my friend. Okay, all y'all my friend. I love every last one of y'all. Like, I really do, y'all. So anyway, you guys, she told me that if I call you back within a week or two, because she was telling me if they are related and they find the problem, then they're going to look into doing surgery. Now, that's something I did not want to hear. I did not want to hear anything about surgery, any operation whatsoever. That's the purpose I stopped going to the other doctor, because I had that nightmare. So anyway, she said, if I call you back and within a week or two of your appointment, then that means we found a problem, and we're going to go further into talking to you and your husband about getting this resolved with surgery. Okay, she said, if I don't call you back, and they had set my next appointment to be later in August. She said, if I don't call you back, then that means your blood do not have no connection. Your anemia is not connected with your migraines. She said, so that means, when you come to your next appointment, then we'll just continue to see what is going on with your migraines. So, she called me back, y'all. Unfortunately, I have to go see her Monday after next. Okay, Anthony. Okay, I'm about to do it because I stopped by to show some support. Okay, Anthony. Okay. I'll check you out later then, Anthony. But so, anyways, y'all, she called me back. My doctor called me back. I knew that at first I ignored it. I didn't even pick up. I said, this doctor office called me back. I said, this is going on 2 weeks. I said, I'm not gonna answer. They called me back again. They actually called me 2 days earlier before that, and I didn't pick up. I noticed they called. So then they called me back again, and I said, let me pick up. So I picked up, and they said she wants to see you again Monday. So therefore Monday I have to go back and see her. I already know what it's about because she already told me if she called me back in a week or 2, then that means it's a connection. They found out what's going on, and they're going to get deeper, talk about into surgery. I don't want surgery, y'all. That's one thing I don't want. I don't want surgery. I actually made my husband promise that he will not let them operate on my head. He promised he wouldn't let them do it. But then he came back and he said, baby, what if it's a matter of death and life situation? And I said, I don't know. I don't. I really don't know, y'all. Because I told my husband, see if they can get other options besides that. I mean, I don't want surgery, period. And mainly my brain. I don't want surgery on my brain. I don't know what she's going to say when I go Monday. I mean, I will keep y'all posted. I will let y'all know what, she actually say. I know it's about surgery. And most likely, if it's something dealing with, my migraine that's in your brain, so 9 out of 10, they doing surgery on my brain. She also was talking about another surgery for my anemia, because my anemia do plays a part in my hormones and my, menstruation and everything. So she was talking about, that surgery as well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate, all the prayers. Thank you. She also was talking about another surgery that, she would do where I won't have to worry about menstruation anymore either. So now she's talking about 2 surgeries. She's talking about my migraine surgery and a surgery to stop my menstruation completely now. That surgery might not be so bad, stopping my menstruation. I mean, I hate menstruation anyway. But my blood be messing that up, sometimes my menstruation can last for 2 weeks, and sometimes it lasts for 1 day. So it go back and forth. So she feel like they do have something to do with my migraines. Can you get a needle for the anemia? See, that's what I was just talking about. They got me doing treatments for my anemia. I have to get IV treatments with medication for it. I have to go to the oncologist, which is a cancer center as well. But if you have blood problems, then they treat you for that. And believe it or not, y'all, one period of my life, it really had like, see, yeah, your husband get it just for money. See, I get that too. I get my injection too. Because the pills wasn't helping. And plus the pills make me sick. So I had to stop doing that. But I get the injection too. I actually get mine like twice a month. Sometimes it varies. Like when my blood get real low, I have to get it once a week. Sometimes every Friday at the end of the week, I got to go and get the injections. When my blood start to pick up, then they do it twice a month. Then when it really picks up, they do it once a month. But then after a while, it'll instantly drop again. His blood count goes because he has to get blood transfusion. See, it got so bad, y'all. I don't know, my hormones had got so crazy that I was bleeding for like almost a year. Like I'm dead serious, like for a year. I was constantly just losing blood out of nowhere. They was gonna do surgery then, but they gave me some kind of, I was taking medicine, and slowly it would get into like thin and weaken it up. But it took out. But it was one period in my life, y'all. I was going to the oncologist center, getting my treatment, and there was one period in my life that really had me really like thought my life was just over with, because during the time I was getting my treatment during this time, you know, they check my blood every time I go. They checked my blood one day, and the doctor came in the room, and my husband, he always supported like a husband should be. He always goes to me with my treatments and everything. And so I had just got my blood work done. And that particular day, I wasn't getting no treatment. I was just going to get my blood tested. And hey, how you doing? So I had just, got my blood tested, and we were sitting there waiting for the doctor to come. And she walked in, and she said, I have something to tell y'all. She said, I don't want you to get upset about it. She said, because we are not 100% sure. She said, but she said, you might have cancer. Oh, hey, Miss Regina, good morning. She said, you might have cancer. And I said, cancer? And she said, yeah, we found your blood levels. They, you got some white blood cells, I believe. And she was like, and they indicate, you can have cancer. And so I looked at my husband, and he looked at me, and I'm like, so, what's gonna happen next, And she said, well, we're gonna run for the tests. She said, we're gonna get a clear picture to see, if you got cancer or not. She said, but right now it's showing there's a possibility you could have cancer. So a million things start going in my head, like, okay, first they said I got a pseudotumor. I said, now she said I got cancer. I said, but according to the doctor, a pseudotumor is not a real tumor, it's a false tumor that's putting pressure on your head. Okay, so she would get to do more tests on me. I continued to get my treatment as they would, did more tests on me. So when me and my husband went home, and I was shaking up, I was crying. I believe that my husband started crying, and he was like, baby, then went back within like a month, because I started to still get my treatments. So like a month later, after getting, extra tests done, the doctor came to me, and she said, I had cancer. She said, it's just your blood, your anemia is out of whack. we got to do this. And like you said, sometimes it means you need blood transfusion, and found out that's what I needed. I needed to get extra treatments. I needed to get blood transfusion. All that had to be done. So I thank God that it wasn't cancer. I even, I didn't tell my family member. It was just me and my husband. I didn't tell my family yet because we didn't have a clear picture of what actually was going on with me. Like, they already knew about the pseudotumor. They already knew about my migraines. I did have talked to my pastor when I went to church, and he was doing prayer, and I whispered in his ear. I said, I haven't told nobody yet. I said I could have cancer, and that's when he immediately, he started praying. I think he might have actually went on a fast, to break, the yoke, the change of that. And, like I said, the results came back, and I did not, have cancer. Thank God for that. I still do have that pseudotumor, y'all. I'm still dealing with migraines. And like I said, I'm scared to know when I get to the doctor Monday, she's going to be talking about surgery and things in that matter, which, like I told my husband, I said, I don't care. I don't want surgery. That's something I don't want. My doctor did indicate, that
in 1,000 feet, turn right onto US 82 East.
She do highly
East
recommend that I get surgery, because she said if it all connected with my anemia and my pseudotumor, she was like, you don't want that to connect together and cause a more serious problem. You don't want
right onto US
at the same
East,
time,
East Franklin Street.
Your anemia, get mixed up with the pseudotumor, and they'll form something even bigger, greater. She said it's a possibility that can happen. You can pass out, become unconscious. This can happen, that can happen. She said you don't want it to get to that point. She said, so we're going to have to figure out something that can either stop the blood treatment, stop you from your anemia, your blood being so low, and also do something with your migraines. So I told my husband, I don't want brain surgery. I don't care if I get to a point where I pass out. I don't care. I just do not want, if I become unconscious and you got to make our decision, you tell them that your wife says she did not want brain surgery, and I want them to find another solution that can wake my butt up and get rid of these migraines. And my husband, he promised that he wouldn't let them do that. But at the same time, he said, baby, it's a matter of life and death. What do you expect me to do? I love you to death. And I will want what's best that's going to wake you up so you can be here with me and the kids. And I said, yeah, baby, I do understand. I said, if it is a matter of life and death, then I know, if I wake up and find out they did do surgery on my brain, then hey, I said, just pray for me, baby. That's what I told him. I said, if it come to that point,
continue on US 82 East for 2 miles.
Just pray hard, I said, but it's a lot of things. I have been doing research about pseudotumor, and find out it's a lot of people in this world that been diagnosed with pseudotumor. And also what made me don't want to get the surgery, because the way the surgery is, they put some kind of stem through your brain. And I looked it up, and it's other YouTubers who posted their videos about it. Some people actually posted their surgery and everything. And they said that what they do, they put a stem like right there in your brain, and it's a long stem, go through your brain, all the way to your chest, all the way down to like your stomach or something. And for what I learned, that people who have this procedure done, they still deal with migraines. Like, it's not guaranteed. And I'm like, okay, there's one thing. If it's not guaranteed, I'm not going to have something done that's not going to be guaranteed. Because if you suffer from migraines, and even if you don't have it all the time, and you have migraines every now and then, those things can be like the devil from hell is like beating on your head trying to beat the mess out of your brain. So with the migraines, if it's not going to help, then why even do the surgery? Why even offer this surgery to people who deal with migraines 24/7? Why even do this? So another thing I learned then, some people stated they had to get the surgery done a second and third time. This one man, his wife got the surgery, and they did a video on YouTube. Me and my husband watched the video. He showed the surgery that was done, and you can actually see the stem. Like, you can't see it in the head, but once it go down through your chest, you can see like a little something, like a little I say like a little hose or something, like the water hose. You can see a little tube hole going down from your chest down through your stomach. And he said that him and his wife needed help because she had surgery twice by the same doctor getting that surgery, and they talking about doing a third surgery on his doctor with that. And I said, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. I said, see, that's why I don't want surgery. Another surgery they say that they talked to me about was, it's like something in your brain.
Turn left onto Windmill.
They remove it. Like, they remove whatever it is causing the pain. They will actually remove it. And for what I learned about that, memory loss. I think one of y'all said it earlier, you can get memory loss. I heard that you can get memory loss. That's not a guarantee for your migraines either. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, see, that's why I don't want to get these surgeries, y'all. It is exactly why
continue for 10 miles.
I do not want to have surgery done on my head, because that's why. Because people, I see other people, I hear their testimonies, and they saying they had surgery more than once. It's still not happening. They said if let's say you have 20 migraines a month, you might knock it down to 18, and that's about it. Only take it 2 days away. Lord have mercy, I could pop a whole ball of Excedrin, and that'll take 2 days away of migraine. I'm just saying, to have surgery done. And I have migraines so much, y'all, I'm not even gonna make it up. I have to buy this big expensive pack right here. You go to Walmart, and this costs like what, $10, $11, $12, depends on where you live or whatever. And I buy these, and within 2 or 3 weeks, the whole bottle is gone. Okay, so his migraines. Oh, wow. Had surgery. I can't even call it migraine. What I'm talking about. His migraines didn't go away. See there, Patricia? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't want, no. See, that's why I need to talk to you and your husband about these migraines, because, baby, I need to know more in depth about his experience, because I'm telling you, me and my husband, we scared. We don't know what to do. Like, $10 a month for a surgery. How about $20 a month, Miss Regina? Because sometimes within 2 weeks, I done went through that bottle. Like, I shop at Sam's Clubs, and they used to sell the great big Excedrin for like $15, $14.99. And lately, like last couple of months, I haven't seen it. So therefore, I started getting that one from Walmart. I used to have to go to Sam's and buy the really big pack. And one day I was in my doctor's office, and she was like, "Well, if you're not taking the medication, the prescription medication we give you, what are you actually taking?" And I explained to her, I said, "I can't take the prescription medication because they put me to sleep. It said do not operate the vehicle." I said, at the same time, they are not helping me, so why would I continue to take so they're not helping? So she said, "Well, how many migraines are you actually getting?" And I pulled out the big old bottle of Excedrin. And she said, "Oh my gosh, Pamela." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Oh my God." And I mean, it just now got to the point where I'm just fed up, y'all. Like, I'm really fed up. And I was in church, and this other pastor, he was another pastor, because our church, we fellowship with different churches. So this particular pastor, he was up preaching, and he said, and I knew he was talking to me. Thank you, Miss Virginia. I appreciate your prayers. I know this particular pastor was talking to me because he was like, "You have to rebuke these pains that you be going through." He said, "I don't know who I'm talking about." He said, "But somebody," he said, your head be hurting so bad. You pop pills 24 hours a day, and people in church turned around, looked at me. I'm like, "What you looking at me for?" And he was like, if that's you, popping pills every day, you need to come up here so I can, rebuke that spirit. And I was like, "Oh gosh, yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh, call me out." I said, because I never talked to this, I'm like, I never talked to this pastor. I've been knowing this pastor for quite some time because my church been, fellowship with their church off and on for a lot of years. But I never went to him about my migraine or nothing. I know, my pastor don't go to other pastors and talk about his members' problems, So anyway, I was like, yeah, he talking about me. I'm like, he talking about me. So, but I appreciate your prayers and everything, y'all. I'm going to get through this. I've been dealing with migraines for years. So, I'm going to get I'm scared even more because my doctor called me back. So, in my mind, I figured she was going to, because she was like, if I call you back within a week or two, that means, we find a problem and we're going to have to deal with it, So, in the past, like I said, yeah, I do try to get rest, Miss Virginia. I try to get all the rest I can get. I got 2 little girls. So, oh, thank you, Miss Patricia. Thank you. I do get rest, but I got 2 children, 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. And baby, you can't get that much rest with a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. My husband, he do everything he can, he let them know Mom's not feeling well today. She try to get some sleep. Y'all come on, let's go outside, let's play, but he do a whole lot of work himself. He work on night shift, so he don't get home till like 7, 8 in the mornings. So unfortunately, he's tired. He come home, he get ready in the bed. I do wear shades a lot. And I mean anything, gives me a migraine. Anything can trigger my migraine. Sometimes nothing trigger my migraine. It can be a nice calm day and a migraine just pop out of nowhere, like out of nowhere. You see me in my uniform, and like I said, I'm a traveling nurse, so I go from different places. So I'm actually from Cairo, Georgia, and I travel, like I said, different cities or whatever. So right now I'm on my way to Tifton, Georgia, which is about 3 hours away. Not 3 hours away. Yeah, don't think about Atlanta. Lord have mercy. Actually about an hour away from where I live at. So, while I'm traveling an hour away, I was like, well, let me go live and let them know what's been going on. But I will come back and let y'all know what my doctor say, what my plans are. You know, am I going to let them do surgery or not? Right now, you know, like I told my husband, I'd rather just try to tough it out with the migraine before I let them operate, especially if it's dealing with my brain, you know, especially if it's dealing with my brain. Thank you, Miss Virginia. You're right, be encouraged. And that's what, you know, I've been trying to do. It gets to the point because as y'all, you know, y'all bitches trying to me. And y'all know, you know, as y'all probably figure out, I'm a Christian person. I'm very active in my church. So I do praise and worship service. I do choir. I do some of everything. I'm a very active person. So, you know, when these migraines get in the way, I'm able to do the duty that I love to do. I love to work for Jesus, work for my church. I'm very supportive with my pastor and everything. And I love helping people. I mean, I love supporting people in the way I can. If I can help anybody out, I've been raised, I mean, I have, as y'all know, I got 2 sisters and I got a brother. And, you know, they took after my mom too, but I took the most of my mom. Like, I'm not saying they don't help people, they don't do things, but they took more, like, after my daddy. But me, I'm fully 100% like my mom. I go out, I help people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, seriously, like, just like yesterday, one of my patients, he sent me to the store to get some cleaning supplies so I can help him clean his house. Well, when I got there, he sent me to the store, you know, like I said, to go get some cleaning supply stuff. So he gave me the money. I went to the store. Well, I went to Walmart. When I got to Walmart, the line was long. And I was going to the pay yourself line. Well, he gave me his money to get the cleaning supply. When I got in the pay yourself line, and I assume a lot of the Walmarts are, you know, doing this. But she said, well, we only take in cards, you know, no cash. She said, you know, I guess because cash is dirty and you can easily catch the corona by, you know, with the cash money. So now all you do is swipe your card. So I was like, oh, Lord, this man gave me cash. I was like, nah. I was like, oh, she said, well, you can go into one of the other lines, one of the cashiers, and they'll be able to take cash. Well, it was only like 2 or 3 lines open, and the line was backed up like it was Black Friday, y'all. I'm just like, the line was backed up like it was Black Friday. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I ain't got time to wait in this long line. Yes, my head was hurting that day as well. So I was like, I'm gonna have to run to my car, get my credit card, swipe it, pay for this man's stuff. So I swiped it, I paid for the man's stuff. Got back to his house, and I was letting him know it took so long. Backed up like it was Black Friday, and the pay yourself line ain't taking no cash. And he was like, yeah, they say it's dirty money. And he was like, well, how much I owe you? And I was like, you don't owe me nothing. He was like, you sure? And I was like, I'm sure you do not owe me nothing. And he was like, you too nice. He said, you gonna get this money? I said, no, I ain't. And so I'm still telling him, you okay? I don't want the money. It's all right. And he still wanted to give me the money. So people, you know, any way I can, I love helping people. As you can see, I try to support everybody I can on YouTube as well. Not, you know, it's not all about supporting people face to face, person to person, but even over the internet on YouTube, you know, even if I don't receive time to make sure I stay connected with y'all no matter what, you know, yeah, sometimes I might not catch your video as soon as you upload, because you know, And trust me, later on that day, when I'm relaxed, I'm watching my TV, I go to, my list for watch later, and I'm like, okay, Miss Regina posted this, let me watch this. Miss Patricia did this, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that, or either when I'm driving like I'm doing now, I hit play and watch it as I go, So yeah, y'all, I try to be very supportive.
In half a mile, turn left onto Mount Zion Church Road.
Thank you, Miss Virginia. No more my grace in Jesus' name. You're right, Miss Virginia. And as